Cancel culture has claimed many victims, but I'm surprised it hasn't claimed this: beauty pageants. Think about how toxic and absurd they are. What are pageants all about? Rating and ranking women. Yet no one talks about it. The impossible beauty standards, the controversial swimsuit round, the abuse behind the scenes. All of this has been happening for years. The latest incident took place in Indonesia. The Miss Universe Indonesia was held last week. And since then, 6 contestants have filed police complaints. Their charges? Sexual harassment. At least 5 of them were asked to strip down to their undergarments. Apparently, it was a body check. These women were then photographed topless. Around 20 people, including men, were in the room. Some of them were asked to pose inappropriately. They were asked to open their legs for the cameras. Police officers in Jakarta say the investigation is on. Miss Universe organization has also released a statement. They say allegations of sexual abuse are taken extremely seriously. Well, good to know. But this isn't the first such incident. In fact, sexual abuse is common at beauty pageants. So what has Miss Universe done to stop it? Very little. Most of these pageants are still organized by men, not just the big bosses, but even people who look after the day-to-day stuff. So it's a hunting ground for predators. I have some examples for you. In 2017, the CEO of Miss America was suspended. He sent sexist and crude messages about former participants. In 2018, one of the sponsors at Miss Earth was called out by 3 contestants. They accused him of sexual harassment. In 2022, the organizer of Miss Rwanda was arrested, again for sexual abuse. Now, if you notice, these are all recent cases. All of them happened within the last 6 years, but that does not mean abuse is also recent. It's been a constant feature of beauty pageants. The only difference is this: women are finally speaking out. One such revelation came out in 2016. A Miss USA contestant accused Donald Trump. He apparently barged into the room when the contestants were naked. This was back in 2001. Donald Trump used to own Miss Universe back then. Why do these incidents keep happening? And more importantly, how do we stop them? Simple answer: stop them all. Beauty pageants are toxic, abusive, and outdated. They have no place in our society. These contests are designed for the male gaze. Some of them have Stone Age conditions, like Miss France. In 2021, activists filed a complaint against the competition. They said it was discriminatory. Contestants had to be 5.5 feet tall. They had to be single and childless. In what world does this qualify as beauty? A lot of people say these contests give women self-confidence and opportunities, a launch pad for their careers. But looking at the track record, we disagree. Pageants do not give self-confidence. They give body dysmorphia and eating disorders. Let me tell you what a study found in 2003. They surveyed 130 beauty queens, 130 beauty queens. Most of them had either won contests or had been finalists. 26% of them had an eating disorder, and that too by age 16. 48% of them wanted to be even thinner, and 57% were trying to lose weight. Remember, these were beauty pageant finalists. Despite that, around half of them were not satisfied with the way they looked. They wanted to be thinner. And the impact on the audience is equally bad. Imagine young girls watching and learning from these beauty pageants. They could also develop body dysmorphia. So let's recap what is wrong with beauty pageants. The contestants repeatedly get harassed. Most of them have low self-esteem, and the audience buys into this toxic standard of beauty. It makes you wonder, why do we still have them? Because there's money to be made. The beauty pageant industry is worth $5 billion. Most contests are sponsored by cosmetic companies. That's another $300 billion. These groups benefit from pageants. They don't see women with body dysmorphia. They see a potential customer. Just look at the Miss Universe winners since the year 2000. Only 6 of them, only 6 since the year 2000, were from so-called first world countries. The rest came from the developing world, and do not mistake this for a diversity push. It was all about expanding to new markets, about selling the pageant dream to more people. But how do we get rid of them? One option is to make a generational change, to teach young girls what body positivity is, how pageants distort the idea of beauty and looks. Unless we do that, it's hard to end them.